was we were all in pain. And we needed some way to come together and some way to heal. And the amount of love that this community showed for each other, for our military, for our friends in New York, and our nation as a whole was incredible. And on that very night, we made the commitment that this community would support the cause no matter what the sacrifice. Now, since that first rally, a lot has happened. Our sacrifice has been tremendous, both as a nation and as a community. And almost as suddenly as this nation began to experience sacrifice and suffering, there were those who questioned our mission. Their fear, their pain, and their cowardice, and most of all, their misunderstanding of what we were truly fighting for, appeared almost as quickly as the resistance of our enemies. And we did not become a nation we are today because it was easy. And when you go to the Marine Corps Memorial in Washington, D.C., you see the words, "When uncommon valor was a common virtue." I don't believe you will see the words, "It was easy." We are a nation who wants the best for all people. And we know that our goal is noble, and we know that God is on our side. I understand our passion and love for each other and this great nation is the very thing that sometimes makes us want to stop the pain, especially when the suffering becomes closer and closer to home and the reality becomes much more evident. But I assure you, there are people right here in this room tonight, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, men and ladies, who know firsthand that suffering. And I'm not going to name them for two reasons. First of all, I'd be horrified if I left somebody out. And second of all, it's because their courage is only eclipsed by their humility. But what I would like to do, if those of you in the room who know who I'm talking about, would at least stand up and let the rest of us take a moment and thank you personally. They won't stand up, some of them, but I want everybody to just give them a round of applause and they will know you're there. Now you see, I don't believe in all cases the people who question our mission and call for a change in policy love this country any less than you and I. We got a ton of money over here, everybody. I see our banker there. Thank you for the donations to Hurricane Katrina. I don't think all these people love the country any less than you and I. Although I do agree there are some who just don't get it and we can't waste our time trying to educate them. There was a United States Air Force fighter pilot by the name of Brian Stoll who said it best in Chico, California recently. And if you don't know who Brian Stoll is, he was horrifically injured in Vietnam. He was not supposed to live. He recovered. He went on to be an SR-71 pilot and flew with the Blue Angels. And he was giving a speech a couple months ago and he says, "I think it is wonderful that a country that gives everybody the opportunity to voice their dissension. I am for expressing their views publicly because it makes it much easier to identify the truly foolish and to know who cannot be counted on in times of crisis. These are the weak and the cowardly who, when the enemy is crashing through the front door, will come in the back room cowering, counting on better men than themselves to make and keep them free." I think those words are very profound in our community. I understand, as we all do, the pain, the fear, the suffering, and most of all, that feeling of being alone at times. And those are the moments when all of us ask the question, why? Why my family? Why my son? Why my daughter? Why my nation? Why my community? Sure, we have an idea, but it may be years before we understand. It may be generations before the country truly appreciates it and the world appreciates what we did. That's why events like tonight are so important. We need to remind ourselves and find the strength that comes with unity. We need to hold up our elected leaders, and we need to pray for those men and women who represent the folks that suffer so much on our behalf. I believe as you hear their words tonight, you will feel their genuine love of this country, as well as this community. And I hope you will walk out of here with a renewed spirit